Right, we're going to move on to changing the font styles of the posts and pages of your site now. This is the text you see here. We're just taking onto sample page here. As you can see the text here. So we're going to change all this and customize it. So inside the WordPress dashboard, you look at the canvas on the left hand side there, settings, and move along to posts. We've covered everything else in the last set of tutorials. So let's move down here. So post page title font style. This is the title font here. So I'm going to change this now. So it's 30px bold Arial. Let's say I want to change the font. So we're going to use I'll try Source Sans Pro. So I'll use that for the font style. The meta font style, if you look at posts, this is a WordPress post. This is the meta font that you see here. We'll leave that at Arial for now. You can change it if you want to. Obviously all you're going to do is choose the font and decide whether you want it in thin italic, normal italic, bold, or bold italic, and what size you want that. But for now we'll leave that as it is. Post page text font style. This is the text you see inside your posts and pages. Again, it's set at Arial as default, which is a nice font, but I'm going to try another one. I'm going to use again Source Sans Pro. Let's click on Save Changes now and just show you what's happened. There you go. So the text has changed. So it's got a little bit smaller here. So I can change the title font and move that up if I want to. Let's go for 33 on that, and the post text we'll go for 16 and normal. Click Save Changes. Quick refresh of the page. And that's a nice clear font. Nice and stylish. I've also changed the navigation text as well. I'm quite happy with that. Actually, I'll just move it down a bit, so 16. You don't want anything too small, because if people find your text hard to read on your website, they're going to navigate away and your bounce rate will go high. So 14, 16 is about a decent size, a readable size. I'll just move that down to 15, maybe slightly too big. We'll just keep it to 16. Let's try that now. Yep, I'm happy with that. Let's have a look at the posts as well. Yep, that's perfect. So we've got a 16 Source Sans Pro. I'm going to change this now as well to Source Sans, so Source Sans Pro. And I think I'll use a blue for that. So what's that blue colour again? The HTML hex colour code is that. So we'll change that. Just delete that number there, 6-digit number, and change it to that. And that's fine. Click on Save Changes. That's fine for me. Perfect. Okay, so the posts more bottom font style. Go back to the home page here. Your posts will always have a little bit of an excerpt, and then I can click on Continue Reading, and that's the post more font. So let's change that. I have a post more font 13. We'll have that as 13. Oh, sorry, we'll change that to 14 and that to 14 as well. Border at the top and bottom of the post more. So if I just put that as 1, you'll see a border come up there. Let's click on Save Changes now. You can see the Continue Reading part there, and that's a bit more better as well. Okay, so then we're scrolling down again then, and it says Post Author Background Colour. As you can see, every post that you create on your WordPress blog, it's going to give you details about the author. And this is the box here, so you can keep that if you want to. But for me, I'm going to disable that, so I don't need to concentrate any of that. I'll just click on Disable Post Author below post. and then click on Save Changes, and that box will disappear like so. Further on down here, comments background colour, even thread, so this is the background colour of the comments. I can change that if I want to. So if I change that to white, click on Save Changes, it's no longer going to be in a grey background. And there you go. Further on down again then, so page navigation font style. You won't be able to see that yet. Once you've got a couple of pages, a couple of posts on your site, probably about 7 or 8 posts, and you click on like archives there, it'll have a number at the bottom there, and that's where you can change the font for that. So we'll leave that as it is for now, but you'll see once you start getting loads of posts, you'll be able to change the details here and sort that out. Archive heading font style. That's the archive heading there. Now it's 18px bold Arial. Again, we're going to use Source Sans Pro. And the header border bottom. That's the border there. We'll leave that as it is. We'll move it down a bit. We'll choose 2222. Let's get the hex color code from there and paste that in there, and that's done. Click on Save Changes. I'll refresh the page again. You can see there's a nice little border there in the archives. So there you go, that's how you change the text style, the font style of the text inside your posts and pages. We'll move on to widgets part now, and we'll format all the widgets side here.